Angela!
What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. He is risen! That is, for those of you who don't know, that is a Christian greeting for Easter today. And the correct response is, he is risen indeed. So happy Easter, everyone. So this isn't the super special video, but there are other videos. There'll be a couple of extra videos this day. You know, considering that this is a day of resurrection and new beginnings and new life. Of course, those videos are going to be two classic reactions for you guys. So look forward to those. Anyway, so for right now, though, we have a video from God Saga, and I decided to do this one because this is the most out-of-pocket thing out of one I noticed. All right, this is what if Homer Simpson met Jesus Christ? Okay, the weird thing is though, I don't know if I don't think Homer ever did, but I do know that Homer lived with Peter Griffin and the Griffins from Family Guy, so for like a week, and yet, you know, Brian is still an atheist. Jesus lived with them for like a week, and he still doesn't believe in Jesus. Okay, so, well, I mean, that's typical douchebag. Anyway, let's see what what Jesus has to say to Homer on this Easter day. So let's go.
Homer, my child, I know you're probably sitting on the couch right now, beer in hand, wondering why the Son of God is talking to you. But it's time for a heart-to-heart. You've got potential, Homer, so much potential. But you keep taking the easy way out.
He really does, though.
It's
it
like
shows in
you've
the
turned
series. He really does
into
have
an Olympic
potential.
sport, whether it's sneaking in a nap, dodging work, or diving into a donut as if that sugar hit will answer life's big questions. Remember that time you sold your soul for a donut? I mean, of all the things to bargain with your eternal
Damn, that was
soul,
an old one.
You chose pastry. I love you, Homer, but you're...
But he kind of did outsmart the devil a little bit. Basically goes, if I don't finish this last piece, you don't get my soul, right? And he's like, technically, no. And then Homer got up late that very night, went to the fridge, picked up what was left of that soul donut, and ate it like a dumbass.
Making this difficult. You see, I'm not here to judge you.
Homer humiliator?
But I am here to help. You've got a good heart under all that, well, under all those questionable decisions. It's just that you keep tripping over your own laziness and selfishness. Every time you get close to doing the right thing, you seem to wander off the path, usually towards a fridge or a couch. Let's take a minute to think about your daily.
The problem is that Homer learns
You
this
wake up,
lesson in
barely
several
make it to
episodes of
work,
Simpsons.
Spend your day
several.
slacking off, and as soon as you clock
He learns
out,
the lesson,
you're
but then it
home in
never
record
sticks.
time, right back on the couch. Homer, my son, does this sound like a life with meaning? You were made for more than this, more than just existing between episodes of TV and donuts. Donuts aren't the answer, my friend. Well, except maybe the ones with sprinkles. That's a conversation for another day. I know what you're thinking, but Jesus, what's the harm in a few beers, a few naps, and maybe
See,
a
I
little
know
too
for a
much
fact that
food?
Jesus could appreciate a donut.
Well, Homer,
Personally,
it's not
though,
the
I prefer
occasional
apple fritters.
indulgence that's the problem. It's that you've made it your whole lifestyle. You've turned laziness into a full-time job. And while that's impressive in its own way, it's not what I had in mind for you. You see, Homer, you were created for something better, something more fulfilling. Not just to be the guy who's famous for sleeping on the job at a nuclear power plant. Seriously, Homer, sleeping while in charge of nuclear safety. Your lucky Springfield hasn't ended up in some post-apocalyptic wasteland. Although, given the way things go in Springfield, that might not be a stretch. But here's the good news. Yes,
Would
good
anybody
news,
really notice?
Homer. This doesn't have to be your life. You don't have to keep stumbling through the same old routines. You've got a choice right now. You can either keep sleepwalking through your life, or you can wake up and start living the way I intended for you. And don't worry, I'm not expecting you to pull off some miracle transformation overnight. We both know you're not exactly the wake up at 5 a.m. and run a marathon kind of guy. And that's okay. Instead, let's talk about small steps, Homer. Small steps towards being a better person. Start with something simple. Maybe the next time you're at work, try to stay awake for the entire shift. Or how about the next time you're at Moe's, you stop after one beer? You'd be amazed at what those small victories can do. You don't have to be perfect, Homer, but you can aim to be just a little better each day. A better husband, a better father, and dare I say it, a better employee. I'm not saying you have to give up all the things you enjoy. You can still have a donut now and then, just maybe avoid selling your soul for it. That would be a good start. And while we're at it, how about we talk about self-control? I know that's not your strong suit, but you've got to realize that true freedom isn't found in doing whatever you want, whenever you want. It's found in discipline, in choosing to do what's right, even when it's hard. I know that sounds less fun than a day on the couch, but trust me, Homer, there's more joy to be found in living a purposeful life than in 100 donuts. Homer, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the beer in your hand. I know you love your Duff beer, but let me ask you, has it ever really brought you any lasting joy? Sure, it's fun for a moment, but look at the mess it leaves behind. The hangovers, the bad decisions, the times you've hurt the people around you without even realizing it. Remember that time you skipped Lisa's recital to sit at Moe's for just one drink? How'd that work out for you? Spoiler, that one. Not great. You see, Homer, it's not about never having a beer again. Moderation is key. I get it, life in Springfield is stressful. You've got Bart causing chaos, Mr. Burns making your life miserable at work, and Marge keeping the whole family together while you, well, let's just say you're present. But beer isn't going to solve those problems. In fact, it's only made them worse. Every time you turn to it, you're avoiding the real issues, the stuff that actually matters. Speaking of which, let's talk about food. Gluttony, my friend, is not just a word for eating too many donuts. It's a lifestyle choice. I've seen you take down an entire box of donuts without even breaking a sweat. Impressive? Sure, but not exactly something to put on your resume. Now, I know you love your food, and trust me, I'm not asking you to give up the occasional treat. After all, even I enjoyed a good meal with my disciples. But let's be real, Homer. You've turned comfort food into a full-time job.
Just a real quick question. Would you just let me know in the comments, all 15 people who actually watch this, let me know in the comments of which do you think would be Jesus' favorite donut? Just let me know in the comments. It's actually an interesting question.
It's time to find a balance. Now, let's address the big one, your family. You've got a wife who is more patient with you than any human being should be. Marge is a saint, and you, well, let's just say you've got room for improvement. Homer, do you even realize how lucky you are? There are times when you're sitting on the couch, watching TV, and Marge is right there, holding everything together. She's running the house, taking care of the kids, and you're there in body at least. But mentally, you're somewhere between a Duff commercial and a nap. I'm not saying you don't love your family, I know you do. But love is more than just a feeling, Homer. It's an action. It's doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it. It's putting others first, even when the couch is calling your name. I know you think family time means watching TV together. But what if, just once, you turned off the TV and asked Marge how her day was? What if you actually listened to Lisa when she talks about her saxophone, or spent more time with Bart when he's not getting into trouble? You might just be surprised by how much you get back from them in return. And let's not forget little Maggie. You know, the baby you barely acknowledge half the time? She's growing up fast, Homer. Blink,
not really,
and you'll miss it. But she needs you too. She may not say much, well, anything, but she's always watching. You're her father, her role model. The way you live your life is going to shape hers.
He's got all those pictures of
You've got
Maggie
more influence than you think,
though.
Homer. But with that influence comes responsibility. So what's the solution? It's not about giving up everything you love. I'm not asking you to live like a monk. Believe me, I know that's not your style. But I am asking you to take a look at your choices, to stop for a moment and think, is this really the best version of yourself? Is this the kind of father, husband, and friend you want to be remembered as? Because, Homer, you've got a lot of people who love you, and they deserve the best version of you, not the one that's always half asleep or half drunk. Here's the thing, Homer. You've spent so much time running away from responsibility that you've forgotten how good it feels to actually do the right thing. When's the last time you really showed up for your family? When's the last time you put in an honest day's work at the power plant without slacking off or napping on the job? It's not too late, Homer. You've still got time.
It's
to
just
turn
really
this
hard to get
around,
motivated about a
but
job
it
when you
starts
hate
with
it
you
and everybody
making a
treats you like crap
choice,
in that job.
choosing to be present, to be accountable, and to
The job
start
isn't-
caring about
you
the
feel no
things that
fulfillment
matter.
doing it.
And no, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. No one's perfect, but you can be better. You can be the kind of guy who, when faced with temptation, says, maybe just one donut today. You can be the kind of father who sits down with Bart and says, let's do something together that doesn't involve breaking the law. You can be the kind of husband who makes Marge
they do
feel
that a lot.
appreciated, who thanks her for everything she does. Believe me, Homer, it'll make a world of difference. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. When you stumble, remember that each fall is a chance to rise again, stronger and wiser. Even in the smallest of actions, you demonstrate great courage and kindness. Embrace these moments and know that they are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Think of the times when you felt the most exhausted or discouraged. These are the moments that test your resolve and show your true character. It's not about never falling. It's about getting up and continuing forward with hope and faith. Be patient with yourself, Homer. The path to becoming who you aspire to be is not always straightforward. It is filled with twists and turns, and at times it might seem like you're lost. Yet in these moments of uncertainty, trust in your inner light and the love that surrounds you. These are the guiding forces that will
This is
lead
something
you
to
to
think
where you
about,
need
though.
to go. Remember, it is through love, perseverance, and faith in yourself that you will find the strength to overcome any obstacle. Embrace the journey with an open heart, and let your actions be guided by the love and compassion that dwell within you. Go forward with confidence, Homer. Each day is a new opportunity to embrace your journey and make a difference in your own unique way. You are never alone, and with each step you take, you are growing into the person you are destined to be.
That was actually a pretty good message. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was actually pretty good. Like this video, subscribe. Definitely click on the link to the original in the description. Like the original and subscribe to God's Saga. They're at 720 subscribers. Ooh, 300 above greatness. Anyway, so let's help them get to 1,000, guys, and maybe even 5,000. And until then, I will see you guys later today for more Easter videos. Excuse me. And until next time, guys, bye-bye, and God bless all of you.